Good afternoon, Jaguars, and welcome back to another live episode of MVTV. I'm Sarah Petropoulos.
And I'm Lauren Walker. Today we'll look at some of Mill Valley student photographers, another segment of MVTV Tech, and so much more. Let's get started.
To start off today's episode, we will head to reporter Sophia Ralston, who gives us an inside look at the drum majors in our band.
We all love MV Band and all the hard work they put in to represent our school. All this hard work is led by the band's drum majors. Let's find out about what drum majors do.
I was actually voted in by my peers. We had to audition and try out in the parking lot. Actually, we just had to grab a group of friends and yell out commands, and then everyone voted.
I became a drum major by submitting an audition, a video of me directing a few other band students through marching commands and things like that.
I never thought that I would be on the leadership side, but last year's drum majors approached me and encouraged me to try out.
Drum majors are important to keep the time together so everyone knows where we're at and how fast we're going or how slow we're going.
Drum majors are important because we represent the band for our competitions, and we are there to get the band all pepped up for our games and stuff.
So drum majors are in charge of leading the bands, both getting on the field and getting off, and then just like conducting during the pieces.
My favorite part this year was being able to share it with Amber. It was really a learning experience. We were both able to grow as leaders that way, being able to both be the senior drum major.
Now that you know all about the hard work the drum majors put in, make sure to thank them when you see them in the halls. This has been Sophia Ralston reporting for MVTV.
It's great to see some band students going beyond the minimum and doing more.
Another student here at the Valley who is involved in something a little more unique is Peyton Thomas.
Let's head to reporter Avery Davis, who tells us about her experience dealing with her injury from playing lacrosse.
Welcome to my casa.
As many of us know, coming back to a sport after an injury can be challenging. Sophomore Peyton Thomas brings us her story with lacrosse.
I've been playing lacrosse since 7th grade, so about 4 years. I first tried out for Shawnee Mission lacrosse. My biggest accomplishments are definitely making varsity freshman year. That really boosted a lot of my confidence for being on the field and being aggressive on the field.
Along with Peyton's success in the sport, she has also faced some challenges that she has had to overcome.
A month into games, I was in a game. I went down to defense on a girl. She fell on top of me and it crushed my ACL and both meniscus. And now here I am 10 months out, starting back into practice again. I've been doing physical therapy for 10 months. The recovery process has definitely been very challenging mentally, more mentally than physically, because you think you can do a lot of things, but then you really can't. So I'm very excited to be back. It's been a very long 10 months in physical therapy, so it's very exciting to be back out here.
After many months of hard work and recovery, Peyton is on the field again, back and better than ever. This has been Avery Davis reporting for MVTV.
Thanks, Avery, and best of luck to Peyton.
Along with students with talents in different sports, other students take in interests in a different type of hobby, like photography.
Cooper Getch gives us an inside look at student photographer Colin Rule.
Photography is an amazing creative outlet for students wanting to find a new hobby. Let's learn more about sophomore Colin Rule and his passion for photography.
I've done photography for probably 3 years about now. My brother started doing photography, and so I got into it because I looked up to him. And then my dad always took pictures, so he handed me down his camera when he got a new one. I like to document what I see, and it's fun to have a good creative outlet. I would recommend photography because it's a good skill to have whenever you're documenting photos anyways. You can have really good quality photos to remember. Right now now it's a lot of car photography, so I message a lot of different car accounts. And then as I drive around just all the time, I like think about spots, and whenever I find a good spot, I'll like write it in my phone, and then I'll message people, and whenever I go meet with them, I'll go to different spots and just have them place their cars differently and shoot with them.
I would say my favorite part is just getting dressed up and just having fun. We go to Shawnee Mission Park because it's like green and pretty, and then we've also gone to Winstead's, which is just a fun little like diner area. So Colin mainly posts on his Instagram account na.jpeg. It's a lot of pictures of cars, and he also posts all of his friends on there as well.
If you're ever in need of a photographer, make sure to contact Colin Rural. This has been Cooper Getch reporting for MVTV.
I wasn't very cool at the time, so I thought it'd be cool if I had a lot of fun.
It's cool to see how some students are already so good at what they can use in their future.
I agree. I've been thinking about my future a lot lately with graduation coming up.
Many seniors have been visiting colleges and making plans for this fall.
Reporter Kylie Overbaugh brings us some information about upcoming college visits.
Looking into colleges can be a very stressful time for students. Visiting college campuses can make it an easier time for students to realize what school is best for them. Mrs. Hayes gives us more information on how to plan your college visit.
I think students should plan on visiting colleges mainly to get an experience of what it's like to be on that campus. So knowing the best time to visit a college is really kind of up to families. A lot of schools offer specific junior days where they invite juniors to come in. Anybody can take a college visit at any time, even into senior year.
If you're looking to stay in Kansas, there are a couple general public events you should know about. Wichita State University has some upcoming events this March. Kansas State University, Pittsburgh State University, and the University of Kansas all have upcoming event days in April. If you're looking to go outside of Kansas but stay in the Midwest, University of Nebraska-Lincoln and Illinois State University have events scheduled in March. Oklahoma State University has one in both March and in May. If you're looking into the University of Iowa, there will be some junior Hawkeye visit days in the spring, however registration does not open till late February. For more information on any of these general events or any specific junior days, make sure to visit the university's websites.
So you can register a lot of ways. A lot of the group tours, like I mentioned, the junior days, a lot of those are being sent out by the universities. You register online. Anybody could contact a school directly and set up an individual meeting with the school. So contacting Office of Admissions would be the best way to do that.
Make sure to attend a tour event day at a college of your choice or plan a personal tour over break. This has been Kylie Overbaugh reporting for MVTV.
Thanks, Kylie.
Now let's head to reporter Morgan Bluebot to see just how much time is left before graduation with this week's installment of the senior segment.
There are
12
weeks or
86 days
or
2,064 hours
or
123,840 minutes.
Or
7,430,400 seconds.
Until we graduate.
Miss Avery's seminar in the snack cabinet.
Mill Valley Wrestling.
Mill Valley Wrestling.
I'm going to miss Coach Terrell and Coach Bangle.
Seeing all of my teachers.
My friends.
I'm going to miss my friends.
The cheer team.
Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Scholl.
Tune in for the next installment of the senior segment 2 weeks from now. This has been Morgan Blueball reporting for MVTV.
Or
3 months left until graduation.
I know, this year has really flown by.
Next, let's head to sports with Lexi and Bridget, followed by the activity of the week and weather with Ashley.
Good afternoon, Jaguars, and welcome back to another live sports segment. I'm Lexi Clays.
And I'm Bridget Roy. On Tuesday, boys basketball faced Blue Valley Northwest, where they lost the game 88-41. They play again tomorrow night at Blue Valley North, so go out and show your support.
The girls basketball team also played Blue Valley Northwest on Tuesday, where they fought in a close battle, but unfortunately the girls lost 36-39. Oh, they play tomorrow at Blue Valley North, so good luck to them.
The bowling team was in action last Tuesday where they competed at Park Lanes against DeSoto, Turner, and Washington High School. The girls team placed second in their meet while the guys placed third. The team will be competing tomorrow night at regionals on Thursday at Park Lanes, so go out and show your support.
With winter sports preparing for regionals and state, let's take a closer look at what goes on behind the scenes and highlight a few of our student managers.
Everyone always sees our sports teams in action, but what they don't see is the managers behind the scene that make the team run smooth. Let's take a look at two of our hardworking managers here at Mill Valley.
I manage because Coach Ben asked me to be a part of the team, and I love who I do it for and who I do it with.
I like being around the sports here at the school, and I love being around all the guys who do the sports.
Time-wise, I just have to come to practice after school, or if it's later in the evening, I come later in the evening and go to the games during the week, and that's about it.
Sometimes it can be long, practices like 2 hours to 2.5 hours, somewhere around there, and then just games could be all night, just depending on what you do.
For practice, we fill up the big water jug and fill up all the water bottles, and we run the clock as practice goes on. And for games, I do the book for away games.
At practicing games, I film, I can get in drills and help out wherever the coaches need me.
Next time you see a manager, thank them for all that they do for teams here at Mill Valley. This has been Bridget Roy reporting for MVTV. The swim team hasn't had much action this past week as they are preparing to compete at state. Those who have qualified for state will be traveling to Topeka tomorrow, so good luck to those swimmers.
To wrap up this week, the wrestling team will be competing in regionals this weekend, so good luck to those wrestling. That's all for this week's live sports segment. I'm Lexi Clays.
And I'm Bridget Roy. See you next week, Jags.
Good afternoon, Jaguars. This is Ashley Grega here with your weekend weather update. On Friday, it'll be sunny with a high of 43 and a low of 29. Make sure to check out Rep Theater Show The Fantastics at 7 p.m. On Saturday, it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 52 and a low of 37. And then on Sunday, it'll be 90% chance of rain with a high of 44 and a low of 33. That's all for your weekend weather update. Have a great rest of your week, Jags.
Thanks, guys.
Although the weather is looking up this weekend, you may be looking for some fun things to do before the spring weather really sets in.
Reporter Emily Harris brings us a story about the Hinge Boutique, where you can shop, take classes, and more. Let's take a look.
Spring is right around the corner, but if you're looking for something to do while the weather is still cold, the Small Hinge Boutique offers a wide variety of products and activities. Let's take a look inside.
I went to Community Serve Day at Avenue of Life, a nonprofit in Kansas City, Kansas that work with homelessness, and I saw a ton of items that were in disrepair, and so I thought that we could turn those items into cash by taking them here. We either repurpose it or sell it as is and give the money back to them, but then we also have new clothing, jewelry, some of the home decor, gift items, and we give a portion of those sales back as well. We expanded with a creative studio upstairs, and we do classes 2 to 3 times a week, and it's sign painting, cookie decorating, paper crafting, just anything crafty. We're getting ready now for spring, and we've got some Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day, and we brought out a little Easter right now. I think that this is a great place for students because our prices are super affordable, and then in the creative studio, it's a great place to hang out with your friends, do a project, and just something different.
If you're looking for a local and affordable place to go, make sure to check out the Small Hinge Boutique in Bonner. This has been Emily Harris reporting for MVTV.
I didn't even know about that place, but it seems pretty cool.
I agree. I'll definitely have to check it out.
To finish off the episode, let's head to Leaf Campbell to see what's new with MVTV Tech, followed by information on the school supplies drive from Riley McElroy.
Smart speakers. Amazon Echo, Google Home, Apple HomePod, Samsung Galaxy Home. They've taken over our households with their always listening microphones. But are they really always listening? Ever since Amazon released its Alexa-enabled Echo smart speaker on June 23, 2015, almost every major tech manufacturer has attempted to get in on the market. Google was the second to release a competitor with their Google Home. Following that, a few Chinese manufacturers released their own versions. Then slightly later, Apple released their HomePod. All of these speakers have one thing in common. They're all controlled by voice assistants. Combined with their ability to play music throughout the room, they can complete a multitude of tasks, from setting a timer to ordering something on Amazon. It has become perfectly normal for us to be in our living rooms with our families around and randomly say, "Alexa, is cereal soup?" But in order for this feature to work, these speakers must have always listening microphones. There's been a lot of controversy over these always listening devices and whether or not they actually record everything you say all the time. Smart speakers function on a wake word system using a special microphone. When the sound waves from your voice vibrate the microphone at the right frequency in the right order, then Alexa or whatever voice assistant is activated. At that moment, everything is uploaded to the cloud, where Amazon, or whichever company, processes the recording with their computers. Amazon actually has a small team of people that take snippets of people's recordings and analyze them to improve Alexa's customer experience. Unfortunately, the data is not anonymized, and it can be traced back to the actual owner of the speaker. So, should you really be worried about big companies like Amazon and Apple listening into your conversations? Even though your voice input is uploaded to the cloud and has an extremely small chance of being analyzed for product improvement, I doubt it'll do any harm. Unless you're richer than Jeff Bezos. This has been Leif Campbell reporting.
On Monday, February 17th, Youth for Refugees began hosting a district-wide school supplies drive benefiting Kansas City International Academy. Donations have been collected all week at Monticello Trails Middle School, Mill Creek Middle School, Lexington Trails Middle School, DeSoto High School, and Mill Valley High School. Donations include, but are not limited to, notebooks, pencils, folders, markers, crayons, and pens. Tomorrow is the last day to donate, so make sure to bring in your donations. This has been Riley McElroy reporting for MVTV.
Giving back is always an important part in supporting our community.
Alongside giving back, if you haven't heard, our custodian Rhonda is out on an extended leave due to some health issues. We would like to help out Rhonda and her family during this time. If you'd like to donate, you can electronically donate to the Venmo at Rhonda_donations or bring cash to Mrs. Haberger's room C101. Donations of any size go a long way.
That's all for this week's episode. I'm Lauren Walker.
And I'm Sarah Petropoulos. Please stay tuned for the office announcements following the credits.
And we're back with your office announcements for February 20th.
Tickets are now on sale for the Repertory Theater performance of The Fantastics. The musical will be presented tonight and Friday. MVHS student tickets are $3 in advance from Mr. Copeland in room C130 or from a Rep Theater student, or $5 at the door.
There will be a track and field meeting on Thursday, February 27th in the Senior Cafe. If you missed the first meeting, please see Coach McAfee in A215.
Detentions today are in the office.
Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.
And remember, we are Mill Valley.